doing now?
I've just put the CPU in, an i9 1080K.
Yeah.
Or 10850K even, sorry. Which I think is 10 cores and 20 threads. I've got one M.2 drive in. Now taking off the little heat cover for the second M.2 drive. In a 45-degree angle. And then these are the tiny screws, which are getting tiny. Standoffs were already on there. Next is put these back on. Just got a little pad there to make it a bit cooler. Am I in the right place? Okay. I've got like no place. That one. Huh? Obviously I can't put that one on there. Do not screw that one in then. If that's the case, why did I give you 3? Screws are different. Okay, it's like a double one. Screws in the .2 drive and shield. Open this. Shine your torch over here.
What are you looking for?
A black screw. Black background. That's it. That'd be right. Let me loosen this.
That's on.
RAM next. That's the box for the i9 1080/50.
Okay.
Socket LJ1200 or 1200. That's the box for
Very cool.
the SSD, the M.2 drive. This is the RAM we're using. With
like a
two
nice
sticks
one.
of 16GB at 3200 megahertz. If I can get in the box without breaking it. Good on there. I did check and confirmed with the manual that we want the sticks in 2 and 4 for it to be running in dual channel. Look at it. I needed so much more light.
Well, the first one's going in.
All you do is just push and the clip's going on the side. Same again, just
That's how easy it is to put a RAM in.
yep, I'm stick done.
Really easy.
The only thing we didn't show was putting the CPU in.
Okay.
But I'm not taking it back out now.
That's fine.
Take this. Actually, I leave that on until this in the case. I take this off so we don't forget about it. We don't want it melting in the case if it gets too hot. Just make sure there's no other stickers on the board. Sometimes they're on the heatsink up by here.
No, I think you're all good to go.
Yep. Now we gotta put this bad boy in the case.
Okay.
Is this out?
So this is the case.
If you can see these,
Yeah.
there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
They're standoffs, so the motherboard doesn't touch the case.
Yeah.
It's never happened to me because I've always used the standoffs.
Yeah.
But if you don't, the motherboard could get in contact with the case and could potentially damage something or short circuit something. But luckily as well, this motherboard, did you film the box?
Yeah.
It's the MPG,
I'll go and get it now.
the MSN MPG Z490 game card and Wi-Fi. The I/O shield on this one is built in.
Okay, shall I have a look at the box?
Yeah, you can show them the box if you want.
So this is the motherboard that's going in.
You recorded?
Yep.
Okay, so all you've got to do is line up the 9 holes across the motherboard. Oh, that one's going to be difficult. I'm going to have to take that shield off. And make sure that the I/O shield is going through the square in the back, or the rectangle in the
Yeah,
back
so
of the
make sure
case.
that goes in there. Otherwise you'll be taking it back out again.
Yes. All those screws in. End up shining your light down your set.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on both here. Yeah, they're all lined up. Gonna quickly screw them in, and we'll come back to you in a second. That's the same. Record.
So just moving this to the side.
You see the hole?
Right by here.
Not a bit of a mistake putting the M.2 shield on
but
before screwing it. I'm sure it even said somewhere, make sure you screw the motherboard in first before you put that back on.
yeah, so there's that.
Okay.
So yeah, this is on. So if you have one of these, make sure you don't put this on before you put the what's it called on. Otherwise,
Before you put the motherboard into the case.
Yeah,
otherwise it blocks off.
It blocks it off, and then you have to just retake it off. But if you do that, you only have to take the one screw off and put it to the side. So it's pretty simple.
I'm sure 8 screws would probably be fine anyway.
Yeah.
Just to be thorough, take it off, put it in. Now comes the fun part, plugging in all the wires.
The fun part. So we're just turning it now.
Right, we didn't record it, but this is the power supply that we're using.
Yep.
I've already installed it. I've plugged it. You can see it's fully modular, so I plugged in the cables that I believe we're going to need. 2 for the graphics cards, 2 SATA, the 24 pin, the PCU.
Yep.
The CPUs. I mean, sorry. And can I just have your torch a sec?
Yep. So this is the CPU wire
For the power.
I'm
going to try and... not the longest. It needs to come...
It needs to come through here.
And you see these sockets up here?
Yep.
Why?
Like it.
So just plug it in these sockets right by here.
There is an extra...
How do I turn that? How do I turn that?
Okay.
There is an extra 4, but I believe that is for if you're doing like extreme overclocking, which I'm not going to be doing. You're blocking, like,
Oh, there you go.
clicked in the face. Now we want to move this wire as much as possible in the way. Should be fine.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Next one we do
Goes over.
is probably the worst one because you can't really hide it because it's huge.
Yeah, that is a huge one.
Needs to go through.
Right through there.
And needs to spin around. This is the 24 pin power for the motherboard.
And it just clicks in just by ear. It's easy and simple.
Just plugging in the 24 pin put it in, and you've got to push and click it in. Yeah, I don't know if that little click was picked up, but if you bring the camera around this side, you'll see there's a little lock by here. You've got to make sure that that's over and locked into place, and then that one is done.
It looks really complicated, but when you know what you're doing, it's pretty easy and simple. So these two are for the graphic cards.
Or a PCIe expansion card for power. This SATA. That is a fan. Oh, that's for the little board at the top. You need to plug in some of these USBs now. For like the front USB and the sound and the power buttons. These are the worst. Yeah, open it all. Get that out of the way.
Yeah.
So we've got the USB, the audio, USB-C, and all the power. What was the other little one's gone now? The power reset and the LED. These can be a pain to put in because they're so small.
Yeah, they're really small.
This is for the front panel, and we've got to do it. It's gonna be an effort. Right. If you want to come back around.
Yep.
This side.
Okay, I'm right on this side. Go.
On this motherboard, the USB is to the side, which makes it nice and easy to plug the cable in once it's lined up with the pins. There we go. That should be the USB-C. It isn't on this side, but not a problem. That's plugged in. That's plugged in. Just give it a little bit of slack. Don't want it to get too tight and then USB-C not work. Well, I'm doing this. Might as well. Yeah, this is a SATA cable, normally for hard drives, or hard drives or solid state drives. I'll put them in now. They go into here. It's 1, 2, I think there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. These just click in and you lock into place. What's this?
Oh, that's where it is, and then 6 up and down. Just having a coffee break. Stay tuned for part 2 if you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe.